Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of Let's Play Mortal Online 2 Beta, and this is Fine Gaming Connoisseur, and so, wow, at last we have Haven. Okay, so this is version 0.1.0.70. Okay, so but there was another big patch before it, the 0.1.0.67. So effectively, SV has given us two gigantic patches in 1 week. I don't know how they did it, but but it's good. I'm very happy that with the pace of development. So essentially, two big patches in 1 week, which we've never seen before, I don't think. And so I'll put up the patch notes for you, just quickly. Okay, and so we've got Monsieur Roloff. He's the guy that does these 5-hour-long interviews with Henrik, the CEO of Starbolt. And here we've got who's this? Edward and Monsieur. So this is I'm recording this, I think, about 12 hours or 13 hours before the start of a stress test. Oh, and there's already a whole lot of players, so I can only imagine how many players there would be during the stress test. And so, okay, so I'm gonna just go over quickly the okay, so this is okay, so SV has changed so that you can travel to all the different cities by accessing. And what is this? Haven 4, Haven 5. What is this? I wonder what this is. Why is there only one that's lit? What's going on here? Okay, so yeah, so one of the things that SV has changed is, with the latest patch, is that you can now travel to all the different cities using one of these statues. So before you had to access this bright beacon of light, but now it just serves as a beacon to guide you to this area. And wow. You can now pick vegetables off the garden. This is brilliant. I love this. I love the pace of development, and so there's something here. Can I pick something from here? Did you guys just see like a thing, like a text in the center of the screen just now? Anyway, so you've got Wolf Peach here, you've got freedom. I wonder whether that's the MCN, freedom MCN. Yeah, I remember. I just saw something pop up here. I wonder what it is. Okay, maybe it's just a glitch, maybe. And this keratin is a bit too low to the ground. Okay, I'm gonna pick all the keratins and all the cabbages, I think it is. You need, one of the first things you need is food. You've got to better feed yourself. So I would suggest, if you're a new player, the first thing you do is get yourself a nice reserve of healthy food. Okay, because it's not just enough just to get food. You need to get nutritious and healthy food. Okay, and the other thing that I really need to just point out is, I think I just talk to this guy. I think I'll just switch to local for now. Probably not. Okay, so one thing I need to point out is if there's anything that you can't afford to lose, anything that you don't want to lose, put it in the bank. Because once you die, maybe not here on Haven, but once you go onto the mainland, the moment you die, you drop everything to the ground. So it's probably a good practice to get into the habit of doing. The moment you get into the game is to just... Oh, there's a pig. Okay, I wanna just kill this pig. I can use it for food. It's good, they know how to run now, they know how to flee. Wow, this thing knows how to run. Man. Okay, almost there. Come on. I need your... I need your carcass. To butcher. Oh, man. Well, I think SV has worked pretty hard on the AI. And where's the carcass? Didn't drop a carcass. Oh, wasted my effort. Okay, so as I was saying, you know, you need to get into the habit of putting your things, things that you can't afford to lose, in the bank. And another thing that SV has introduced, there's so many things that SV has introduced. I mean, this is like literally a big step forward, a massive step forward. It's like the moon landing. So here you've got the can become criminal. This is like the safety switches in EVE Online, where you can limit your actions. So like in EVE Online, there's 3 stages. So if you set it to green, then you can't commit any criminal actions, and if you set it to yellow, then you can only commit suspect actions, but not criminal. So that's what EVE Online. Now this is essentially the equivalent of that. So if you tick this, then you can take actions that will turn you into criminal. Okay. Now I don't know how that works in action. Let me just see. So if I attack a... No, wait. That's going to turn me criminal, isn't it? Well, let's just see. Is this going to turn me criminal? Let me just see. Okay, so... okay, so it does prevent you from taking criminal actions. And I've got to say, Haven looks like a, copy and paste of Fabrinum. I was playing this in version 0.1.0.67 and it feels identical, almost identical to Fabrinum. So you've got some people there. Humanoid, is this a player? Professor. Tom. Oh man. Something tells me that I'm gonna really enjoy the game world when the floodgates open and everyone comes in. There's gonna be so many players. I can just imagine this whole place filled with players. Okay, and so I'm gonna just take you to the graveyard. And another thing is, if you don't have your nudity turned off, then yeah, you will be naked. So just be aware of that. And I'm not sure whether they fixed a bug where, if you have nudity turned on and you log in and then you want to turn nudity off, it won't actually take effect until you log out and log back in. At least that was my experience in the 0.67 patch. Okay. So I'm just gonna go to the graveyard, do a bit of hunting, to show you as well. So the game does have every city now has graveyards, and the this time around the AI is I think they've really made the game a lot more challenging. There's a lot of players. Even before the stress test, before the launch of the final stress test, there's look, so many players. Wow, this is a player as well. Freedom is here, and Deflex and Old Way. To fact you. Okay, and so all the undead is being hunted right now. So I probably can't. Can I go into this? Is there an entrance? That's not open yet, I don't think. So I presume that they will open this to open the crypt at some point. It's just not open right now. Okay, but I'm gonna try and hunt a undead if I can. Find one that's not being hunted. Because right now they're all being fresh walking dead. I'll help this guy. Ooh, Deflex is there we go. Okay. Helping Deflex. Et Mass and Jeeps. I remember back in Omo when I saw this player, his name was Toyota or something. Oh man, I think I'm gonna find a lot of funny moments in this game. I just have a feeling. Well, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get an undead myself. Oh, actually I can. Okay, come on. Lure him out. So the way to kill these fresh walking dead is to maintain a distance. So you don't want to be too close to them because they do they can strike you. And where's he going? Oh, is he running away? Oh, so they do flee now. Okay. There you go. And oh, that's the loot bag. And there's a walking. Cool. So there you go. That's so as before, as in the old Mortal Online game, you can eat the head. Oh wait, you can't actually eat the head yet, but you can eat the worm, and you can eat the carcass. So you turn these heads in. I think at the maybe just sell it for coins. Okay, and so yeah, so there's the Fabletum Tower. So I don't know, like I have a feeling that Haven is a copy and paste of Fabletum, which brings me to another good point that I want to just talk about, and that is that I've decided to make my base of operations at Fabletum once I leave Haven, because Fabletum is, relatively speaking, a more central location, whereas Meduli is all the way towards the west. And so if I'm going to travel to, let's say, Moronko, then it's going to be like an hour-long journey, maybe even more, maybe 1.5 or 2 hours. If I'm on mount, I don't know, maybe 1.5, I guess. So if I were to make my base of operations at Meduli, then it's going to take too long for me to get to Moronko. And so if I'm at Fabletum, then it'll probably take maybe an hour or a little bit less than that, I think. And Tindrum will be very, very nearby as well, and so will be Meduli. So I think Fabletum will be an ideal location for me, strategically speaking, for myself. And so even though I don't like having I don't like the enclosed town, but I do like the fact that Fabletum is very near, relatively speaking, very near to Tindrum and Meduli and Moronko. So this is where I will be making my my base of operations. So, and I think a lot of players will be too. So, which will be good. You get to meet up with a lot more players, and it is very pretty as well. And so you've got the oh, and that's Daflex. Okay, so let's see whether we can use the butcher table. Okay, so you can. So if we Okay, so you do learn how to use the butchery table. You don't need to, go to the. You don't need to use the go to the librarian to get a skill book to learn how to use it anymore. You can just go straight up there and you will learn how to use it. Okay, so this is just a quick look, and in the interest of that's an in. So in the interest of getting videos out quicker, I've decided not to use third-party music, because my usual steps to to make videos takes, given my busy schedule, it takes me a week and a half. And so just to make a video, because I have all these steps that I need to go through. I have a set number of steps that I take to make a video. And so burn tissue, you've got your mulch. Now this one I don't think you can sell, and you better not eat this. If you're contemplating on eating this, just look at the food poisoning over time and length. So do not eat this under any circumstances. This is very bad for your health. And the worm is probably not so not so poisonous, but yeah, I think just don't eat this. Don't eat the Walking Dead meat. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and see where I can sell the head. Cooking vendor.
See what I have for you.
So the first thing that I would need is a cooking pot. So, and I'll keep this. So you can't sell it.
Only the best for you.
and the vendor talks to you.
Come again.
This is cool. This adds to the immersion. What about female voices? What about female vendors? Do they? So it's pretty cool. They all have different appearances now. So let's see. Okay, I'll need this. I'll need this. This is essential tools. Okay, so the females don't say anything yet, but I presume that they will add it in later. Okay, so I just want to point out one thing as well. If you look at the cloths here, they have they sway. It's to simulate the wind, blowing, and so this is a nice touch. I really like it. So this is good. It's small things like this that give the world a much more atmospheric and immersive nature, and one thing that I thought would be a good idea for in future when Thievery is implemented is make these items stealable, so that thieves who want to practice, or they just don't have the coins, or they just want to outrun the guards, then they can just take something from here. Oh, look at the bread. It looks very looks very realistic. And so if they can just take it, then that will really give it a Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, or Skyrim feel. If a thief can just take the item, and if their thievery skills are high enough, then they won't get detected, or they can just take it and run. So that will be a nice touch for Thievery. So you can cook right here as well. Okay, and alright, so I think I've shown you quite a bit in this first video for Haven. I will be covering more of it. And okay, so you can buy, look at all this. So yeah, the game is essentially coming to life at this point, and so now all we need is persistent state. And now for persistence, I don't really know when it will be, but some people have said that there will just be one more wipe and that's it, and other people have said that there will be multiple wipes before persistence. Now personally, I don't know, because SV hasn't said anything about when persistent state will be. So anything that you hear on the help chat or on the forums or anywhere else that's not official, take it with a grain of salt. as with everything else, check your sources. Don't just believe, whatever is being said, but check your sources. Make sure you have the accurate information so that you don't get misled. Okay, so you can buy your files here now, and you'll notice that all these vendors have factions. So if you attack, depending on which faction they are, then you may lose standing with their respective factions. So just beware of that. Don't just go and attack any NPC, because you may regret it. You may find that your standings will go down. Can you use this yet? I don't think they've added the. I don't think they've implemented this properly, but will come later. So yeah, at this point, I think I'll just leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you in the stress test, and which will be coming up in about 12 hours time from now. So I will try to be here. Given the different time zones that we all live in, it might be a bit difficult, but I think that I think this game is just in the last lap of the race before it reaches a persistent state. So looking forward to more of this, and I can finally play this game and relive my my Mortal Online 1 memories back when the game first launched back in 2010, when I first started playing MO1. It's like the good old days all over again. So thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Look forward to seeing you guys next time. This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur. Take care and have a good day.